I'm starting to think that a Sunday mimosa is mandatory in this house. So I'm gonna make one. Cheers to spring. Because everything is blooming and I am happy. And I hope you're happy. Cut it out. Cut it out. Every Sunday. Every Sunday. So, it's April 1st, and I think I'm finally ready to start filming again. In all honesty, I probably could have filmed like the last week of March, but I just wasn't ready. I even tried to film something, and I was just so scatterbrained and trying to not force anything out, but I was trying to get myself back into it. And it just honestly didn't turn out that great. In these last 2 weeks, I've learned a lot about life and just how unpredictable it can be. And realizing we have to do what makes us happy. You know, like sitting around and waiting for things to happen shouldn't be an option. What are we waiting for? You know, like, let's get the ball rolling. I normally don't have a chair over here, so this whole swivel thing is really distracting me. But I put on my Michelle Obama socks today for work. And they read, make decisions based on what should happen, not what shouldn't. And boy, oh boy. That's one of those phrases where like it doesn't make sense until it does for you. Because at the moment, I'm like, that sounds very pristine and professional, and I'm just thinking, what does that mean for me? The only thing I can think of is like doing things that give you the result that you want. I'm learning to fix the results that I don't like. For instance, I'm about to return toothpaste because I don't like it. That sounds so dumb, but my point in saying that is, if you don't like the results you're getting, why force yourself to continue getting those bad results when you can fix it? If you can fix it. I was talking to one of my best friends like between last night and this morning. I was telling her I don't know what I want to do as far as dating goes, because obviously I've had my little run around with apps and people and connections and whatnot, and it dawned on me, I'm not getting the results that I want at the moment, so why am I continuing to do the same thing? And it's not just with dating, it's with, work, how I decide to get up in the morning, with friendships that I've already established, the way that I take care of my plants. If you're not getting the results you want, change how you approach them. Does that make sense? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I've never seen Brave, don't come for me. But it's the phrase, if you had the chance to change your fate, would you? Okay, so hi, I'm back. I know I kind of jumped into it the very first day of April, but I wanted to start with that clip just because even since then, I've come a long way as far as healing and being comfortable with sitting by myself in my own feelings and my emotions. And so I don't know why I feel the need to, but I just want to say thanks, because I know there were a lot of people that saw me in a not so happy light, and I just needed to take some time. So thank you. I'm gonna touch on it really quick just because I'm not fully healed from it, but I'm getting there. My grandpa did pass away, and I know it's been really hard for not only me, but my whole family. And so I needed to be with my family, as I said in the update video of March, I guess. That's that. I don't have my glasses on, I can't see. As you can tell, I've moved. Welcome. It's been a ride. And I don't know how much you'll see like in this video, but there are some things that still needed to be fixed throughout the month. And so just don't mind those things. But here's a quick little tour of my place. So this is my living room. These are my slippers. I fall asleep on this couch most nights, just like that. This is a comfy chair that I don't sit in enough. This is my dance floor, and I'll prove it to you. Alexa, play Sunday Morning by Maroon 5. Told you. But for real, this is my kitchen where I cook and stuff. This is my bathroom. Y'all already know. Shimmy, shimmy. This is my bedroom. I love her. She's bright. Perfect for my plants. And sit. Hey, girl. Look at you. I hate it. This is my favorite piece in my bedroom. There we go. Hey, girl. This is my office where I edit these videos. If you don't like Childish Gambino, you can get out. And that's it. That's the house tour. Hope you enjoyed. Come over sometime. So I don't know if you remember from the February video about the note that I wrote someone that I never gave to them and all that jazz, and getting a light bulb and a text and all that stuff. If not, I would go watch it. But here's the barely update on that whole situation. I would just like to say that I stopped listening to SZA to do this, so you're welcome. 2, it's hot. That's all. Today, I'm going to update you on Lightbulb Boy while I cook dinner. I don't even want to talk about this, but you know what? I'm going to. So I posted the February video, and about 30 minutes later, I get a message from Lightbulb Boy. Doesn't matter what it says, but it did have a light bulb in it. So I was like, you know what? So I got a light bulb back from the person that the note was to. That's where that stemmed from. And so basically, the update is that yes, I got a light bulb and a message, but I still haven't told him what's in the note because I never followed up. Oh, beautiful. But at this point, what I wrote in that note, like, doesn't really apply anymore. So there's that. So the note has since been recycled. Everything that I wrote in that note just didn't apply anymore, which is not a bad thing. Time just... That's not gonna be the only time you hear that refrigerator. I promise you. It's funny how time moves you along. And that's all that happened. Time just moved along and I said, oh well. What's up? So, in having that time to myself and just like learning about how I want to live life and everything that goes into that, I have figured something out. I am not an introvert nor an extrovert. I know there's a word for right in between. I don't know it now, but I'm sure I'll put it somewhere. I would say for a lot of my time in college, I was perceived as very confident and outgoing and like very sociable, which is all fun and a great way to be described, and to a certain extent true. The older I get and the more I spend time with myself, I'm realizing that the definitions of introvert and extrovert are very vague. And I say this because I would put myself right in the middle. I love being around people. I get a lot of my energy out with other people. And I'm always excited to see other people. I'm always excited to hang out with friends and family, and even people that I've never hung out with. I'm always excited to be around other people. But let me put it this way. Today I got up I went to the grocery store. I had to go to my leasing office, and I went to the mailbox, but say I had to go to the post office or something. But then later someone was like, hey, do you want to hang out or something? The idea of that sounds great. To be social with somebody else, with other people. The idea is so fun. That sounds great. But my energy has been put into other things throughout the day, and so by the time it rolls around to hang out with that person or be with somebody, I'm socially drained. And it's not because I don't want to see that person or hang out with those people. I'm ready to be alone. Sometimes it's not even the case of I've already done something. It's the size of the group that's going to be around, and I'm already gauging how much energy am I going to expel with these people. That example happened a lot in college when I was dating my boyfriend at the time, because I figured it takes less energy to be with someone that I'm comfortable with than it is to hang out with 6 and 7 people where maybe I only know a couple of them really well. Friendship energy and family energy is very different. When it comes down to it, somebody asks you 3 and 4 times, hey, let's hang out, and you say no every time, but in your mind you're thinking, the next time they ask me, I will say yes. Who's to say they're going to even ask you again because you've said no so many times? At the end of the day, social interactions with people that I love and care about are very important. And that's something that I've had to put on that line of, is that being an introvert or an extrovert? Because I like my time alone, but I know that if I go spend time with those people or with that person, I will feel better in the end. I'm the type of person. Good Lord. I'm the type of person that when I say, if you ever need anything, let me know, I mean it, because I'll be there for you. I would never volunteer my space and my time for my benefit. You know what I mean? But here's what I mean. Obviously, I'm going to have friends and family over at some point, and that's my time and space. But I'm going to benefit from it because I'll be happy once I've had those interactions. But what I meant here was, if you come to me and you say you need something, I'm not going to say, oh yeah, come over, for myself. My Alexa just no. Nope. I'm out. I don't know how many times I say that in this video, because obviously I've had a reoccurring theme over these last couple of weeks. Basically, if I have to put something on pause to be there for someone, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I mean. Because obviously I hang out with friends in order to be fulfilled socially, but if someone is going through something, I'm gonna be there for them. How many times do I say it in this video? I don't know. Probably too many. So now, I don't want to be a downer, but something that I wanted to talk about in March was where we were a year ago. I'm not going to go into detail about how much my life has changed since then, but I just had quite the time reflecting on, where we were last year to where we are now. In March, it was a year ago that the whole world literally just stopped. I was living in my college city, and it was very different than it is now, just because no one was really paying attention or really cared. And now that it's April, I think back to April of last year, where all you heard about was coronavirus, COVID-19. But it's crazy to think how far the world has come in a year. At the time, we were all thinking, oh, this is only gonna last, a week or two. There's no way that we've gone a day without hearing about it, just because I'm not gonna say it's turning into our new normal, but it's becoming normal to see everyone with masks. The talk of the vaccine and just how cautious and how not cautious people are being about it. I'm just thinking back to what I did to occupy my time rather than going out with my friends. I still hung out with my friends because I didn't know the severity of everything. I just remember hanging out with my friends at their apartment, and there was so much that we modified, but at the same time, I felt like we became closer just because we didn't know what was going to happen. And so now, we're constantly trying to figure out when we can do something with each other, when we're going to see each other, how we're going to see each other, and it's just so different. But I'm thankful for my close friendships, my family, and also my friends at work, just because I don't know if I would have gotten through this last year without any of those people. 2020 was a hard year, but it was hard for everybody. And for everyone's sake, I'm hoping 2020 was the hardest year that you ever had to go through. If 2021 seems to be the hardest year that you're going through, that's okay. Because guess what? You're gonna get through it. Luckily, I did get to see my friends recently. I really don't know what I would do without them. It's been a couple of days since I've seen them, and I can't get over how great they are and how much I miss them. I really don't know what I would do without them. That's crazy. Not gonna cry. But friends are great. They're our own personal cheerleaders. I've just figured out you can't always be somebody else's cheerleader. Hey, first of all, Susie Carmichael, thank you. But you know what? The posture's just not gonna be there right now. I was just talking to one of my best friends about how I'm always gonna be there for her. I'm gonna hype her up, be her hype woman, and whenever, it's go time, and I'm gonna be there for her to let her know that. It's just crazy to me how easy it is for us to do that for somebody else, but we don't do it for ourselves. I'm learning how to do that, and it's gonna sound really dramatic and really just but I am learning to fall in love with myself. Ooh, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm that person that says, if you need something, let me know. And I mean that. But at the same time, if I need something, my mind and body is gonna let me know, and I need to respect that. We have to hype ourselves up, And what I told her was, recently, if I want to do something, if I want to buy something, or any yes or no question, if it comes up, the people that I'm around are always like, yeah, do it, go for it. It's not hurting anybody, and it's not going to hurt me in the long run. So why not do it? You know, that's how we learn and that's how we grow as people. Sometimes those yeses might get us into trouble. I would hope not. And it hasn't happened to me in a long time, but we have to do what makes us happy. And if that's staying at home all weekend, do it. And if that's going on a shopping spree with last week's paycheck, all right. And love yourself. Love yourself. It's tough because I've been in that place where, like, I don't want to look myself in the mirror. I don't want to, say yes to something because I'm like, well, what if? What if what? Make decisions based on what should happen, not what shouldn't. What if what? I think RuPaul says it the best. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? And I've put that in here before. I know I have. So it's like common sense, baby. Come on. Come on. Love yourself, honey. Because I love you. I do. And if you ever need anything, you let me know. Honestly, that was well said. Good for me. Again, thank you. Like I said, I don't know why I feel the need to thank anybody, but I do. And I know I probably said the same thing in a bunch of different ways, but I think I needed that for myself. And if you needed that, I hope you're telling yourself the same thing. My chicken nuggets are ready. Even though you have some of the best people surrounding you, sometimes you just need to pick yourself up. But again, I am so grateful for my friends and my family because I really don't know what I would do without them. So with that being said, drink your water, dance, and love yourself. I will see you in May. The fact that that's recorded is so embarrassing. You didn't see it, but oh my God. I'm so sorry.